Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. EA Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Longhorns will kick this away to start us off. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football. It's a great spot to start this drive. So Kentucky's offense comes on the field first today. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
Talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
Looking for a gap. It's Smith. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Brought near the sideline, but just a short gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, this is a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
And the point after is right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So Texas's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. And how about the game within a game today? The running back coming down here, the linebacker coming up to meet him. We expect some collisions on this field today.
Yeah, this linebacker's going to have his hands full because this running back is a difficult guy to contain. Both guys know where each other's going to be lined up at all times. It's just going to come down to which guy can come up and make a play against the other.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
It's a shotgun run call. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And the wideout goes in motion. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Using his legs here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
It's 3rd down after that run. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. tackle, but forced down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down after that previous play. Looks right for a quick completion. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30. The Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Well, that was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. An important 9 yards gain there. Brings up just 3rd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That is just really sound play by the defense here on third down. You know the quarterback is a threat running the football. They anticipate it. They put themselves in a position. They come up with a loss there, and now we got 4th down.
A running play called on 4th down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45. The guys up front lined up. It's first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to run it here. That's a strong stiff arm. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. That one sails incomplete, threw it too far. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. On the last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on fourth down. What can they do here? Looking to scramble. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Running back has it on a screen now. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. The offense going with the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down.
And here comes a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. Well, Kirk, Kentucky has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period.
Kentucky 7, Texas 0.
Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He'll be stopped short, trying to go for the lead. They still are down 1. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. And the single back takes the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught quickly. They bring him down after a short gain there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
3rd down play for this offense. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, 3rd down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs, and that is a first down.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. They'll try to run for the first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He stopped him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. When he gets it down to the tight end, you can see what he can do after the catch.
That completion makes it second and medium. Handoff running right. Fighting him off. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Texas. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Receiver makes the grab, and they'll run it into the end zone until they go up by a touchdown here. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. He'll hand it off. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. He bought some time, now lets it go. Quick throw, catch made. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. They come up short on the 3rd down completion. And here comes the punt team. And here's the return now from midfield. When he's got some space here. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Longhorns.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He's swarmed by the defense. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Looking to throw it on first down. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you've got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Gets some space around the 30. He'll go down, but that stiff arm earned him first down yardage.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Down he goes, a sack. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Punting team is on the field. Defense gets off the field with that sack. And it's taken right around the 35. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This offense has been clicking so far. They get aggressive, go for more before halftime. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
This is a great job by the defense, putting two defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
They look to throw it here on second down. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's now going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Receiver in motion now. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage. The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Running out of time in the pocket. Longhorns will hustle to the line here to run the hurry out. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
A gain sets up a third down play. A quick throw out left, complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, this defense looks like they are confused, and they should be. This wide receiver is putting on a clinic here in the first half. He sees blood in the water right now, and he's got over 100 yards in the first half already.
Coming up, second down and goal. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They've moved it to the 3. Now it's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Texas. Still no answer for this offense. Sam Bam Cunningham, Bo Jackson. That's a play that legendary running backs have made.
And let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, it's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. It's very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Final seconds in the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Context is he let the ball go. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the catch, and the gain just good enough for a first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. See what the call is on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. Tackle made after a big gain. Longhorns look to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's looking to scramble. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent gain, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Snags the quick throw. Finds room at the 30. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. The Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the...
Holding. Offense.
Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Penalty sets him back, makes it 1st and long. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They call the draw play here. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Quick throw. The catch is made. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. Longhorns will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Fights off a defender. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. They get him down after a short return, but the offensive load work on the 44.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Grab behind the line, it's Davis. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion. Offense getting set, it's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. 3rd down upcoming after that completion. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Back to throw again. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on him.
That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So 2nd down after the incompletion. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
So that is a call to remember. The interception wiped away by a pass interference penalty. Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Misses the receiver, incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to take your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air under that throw.
The quarterback has got to do a better job of recognizing that there's double coverage on this receiver. He still tries to throw that in there, believing in his receiver, and he almost throws an interception.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field.
Powerful running into the secondary. Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. They got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's review how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Longhorns. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. So the offense flexing here and stretching their lead here in the 2nd half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead. You can go back out.
Heading for the goal line, and now the ball's knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
That keeps the score. Texas 4, Kentucky 7.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone.
Is tackled down at the 11, and the Kentucky offense will take over.
And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this one.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick.
Kentucky 14.
And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. The Longhorns offense takes the field. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Second down play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progression. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Texas. And the beatdown continues. Now the try for the two-point conversion. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he's brought down there. Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Smith. Breaking free at midfield. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Pass caught. Finding space at the 20. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Kentucky has moved into the red zone now. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The back just had nowhere to go. They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Ball handed off. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Defense is coming after him. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. And he'll set up to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And the runner brought down. Short game.
With the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The pocket breaking down.
The quarterback is taken down and sacked. A loss of 4 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, now it's a nightmare for any offense. 3rd and long from their own 1. They've got to get a few yards to give the punter some room here. Let's it go quickly. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. The Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Wildcats. Strong game by this quarterback.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
Here comes the point after attempt.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's good.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
Number 10.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Looking to scramble to his left. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Finally marked out after a big game. Hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Look at this guy. Now, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Oh, for the RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down. Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's play action. Bringing pressure. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did.
Touchdown, Longhorns. To stretch the lead, the route is on. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. He lets it go on the move. And it's complete downfield. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tackled after the catch. High completion makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes a quick catch. Good enough for first down yardage. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Looking to throw yet again. He finds his man. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn. And
here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense has got the football. Oh, the big fella in the clear. Can they chase him down? They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Longhorns looking to use the up-tempo offense here. It's a quick grab. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Touchdown, Texas. And the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Hold it. Offense.
So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down and walk away. Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt.
Number 13 in punt formation to kick it away.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And they've got the returner corralled. So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team really building some momentum.
I agree. I think there's a lot to build on with this team and what they've been able to do these last few games. We'll just have to see how far this streak can extend and how much this team can keep improving.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.